Hey tech enthusiasts and deal seekers, Grandpa's here, and we're diving into the topic of near and dear to my heart, getting the most bang for the buck when it comes to laptops. And you know these days, it feels like every other week a new gadget's coming out, and you know you need something reliable, something fast, and doesn't break the bank. Let's get into it. Well, Grandpa says, hold your horses. We're not falling for that today. And I'm going to show you how to snag your deal on a laptop that's actually going to do what you need it to do without emptying your pocket. You know, I'm sick and tired of those value sales that you buy something, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and then if you didn't buy the extended warranty, fails within a short period of time. So today, let's get into it right now. Now you got to ask, why avoid these toy laptops? Now, why am I against these super cheap, underpowered machines? Let me tell you a little story about my neighbor. Bless his heart. He bought one of those Cellulite machines a few months ago, and he thought it was a steal, and he was telling me, you know, it's got this and it's got that, and, you know, I only paid da-da-da-da-da. And he got it home, and he set it up. Poor guy. Within a week, he's calling me up. He said, I'm pulling my hair out. I don't know what to do. Why? I'm trying to open more than 2 tabs, and it felt like it was trying to launch. I was trying to get my laptop to launch a rocket to the moon. It just sat there and looked at me like, I mean, can you look at it? I think there's something wrong with it. And then he told me what he bought, and then I had the discussion. Now, these laptops, they look shiny. But they don't have the horsepower for everyday tasks. They can't even handle the new AI things that are going on. And they're slow, they freeze, and they leave you frustrated. And frustrated is not a happy interface. You know, there's nothing, how many times I've had somebody bring over their laptop where they got so angry that they threw it across the room. Can you fix it? I'm serious. So we're drawing a fine line here. No more Celeron and slower low-end similar processors like Pentium. Grandpa's going to talk about the minimum specs for a real good deal. So stay tuned, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become a Patreon member, or hit the thank you button, and let's get into that right now. So let's talk performance, you know. So that's a deal. I'm telling you, I'm going to go. By the way, I'd like to do voices in my throat shows. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you about some things, you know. I'm going to make you a deal, you know. Don't worry about it. The minimum Intel processor you should have is an i3. The minimum AMD is a Ryzen 3, okay? Always, I recommend that people get an Intel i5 or a Ryzen i5 because these can take the performance. With today's, you know, they're putting Copilot on their laptop and everything else. You need to have performance. And so a slower machine may suit your needs, but an i5 would be better. A minimum 8 gigabytes of RAM. Don't even waste your time if it's got 4. I can't even tell you how many of my friends or my neighbors go buy a machine like that, and the first thing they ask me, can you upgrade the RAM? Because they're so frustrated. 16 gigabytes of RAM if you want to try playing any games or doing any graphics. That's what your minimum is. A lot of machines seem to come up with 256. Forget about it. As soon as you see that, check out and see if it has a 512 option. Get the 512. You're going to be so much happy. Don't even wait, and don't be fooled by those ads that say it's got 128 and 128, which they give you an external drive or some storage unit. Don't even waste your time, because remember what happens, as soon as the storage fills up, the machine slows down to a snail crawl. Okay. Now, what you also want to make sure that it's a full 1080p. And you'll also know FHD listed in the description. You want to look for that. And your preference, depending upon a 13 to 15-inch screen. I personally like 15-inch screens as a minimum, 14-inch screens if it's a flip screen. So those are your minimum specs that Grandpa recommends. You see, with these specs, you'll be able to get things done and not sit there and look like these minimum specs, like I said to you, you're going to be able to get things done. What kind of things you'll be able to do? You'll be able to have a basic machine that's not going to get in its own way, where you're waiting and waiting and waiting for things to open. Another thing is you're going to be able to open the web and browse without having to wait and then getting this circle. Because you get a machine like a Celeron, you try to browse, it's going to be forever, okay? Email and word processing, you'll be able to do that without having to have any loss of data, because once the storage starts filling up, you might even start losing documents. And the nice thing about a minimum with Intel i3 or Ryzen 3 is you're going to be able to do video calls, which if you happen to be giving this machine to your grandpa and you want to be able to do video calls, that's your minimum. You can stream movies. You can manage and organize your photographs, into a photographic file. And then if you want to go with an external drive or put it on the cloud, the rest, that's great. You can even do light photo editing on an i3. On i5, you'll be able to do photo editing with something, simple video editor. Okay. So let me just get into now 3 machines that I know that they have been around for a while. And because they've been around for a while, because the company's name is reliable, I'm going to show you 3 machines that you may want to consider. Okay, the first one on our list is an HP. Now, these 3 laptops, the reason I chose them is because they come from companies with a good reliability, and because I know that if you have a problem, they will honor their warranty. They're awesome laptop manufacturers, which customers have complained that they had a scratch on the outside of the laptop and they wouldn't honor the warranty. So I'm going to leave you 3 companies. The first one is HP. They've been around for a long time. This particular model is an HP 15.6 inch. It's got a touchscreen. Okay, it's got an AMD Ryzen 5 7520. It's got 8 gigabytes of RAM, expandable to 16, 512 SSD. I believe it comes with Microsoft Office, and it also includes WebRoot at the time of this video, and I will leave you the link to my Amazon store. The next laptop that's up for consideration is by Levino. Levino, again, was IBM and it's a business laptop, and you know that you're going to have a machine that usually will have a good durability. Okay, this is a 15.6 inch laptop with a full HD display. Remember I told you that. It is touchscreen, okay, and it comes with free lifetime Microsoft Office 2021, all right, Intel i3, 1215. 8 gigabytes RAM, 512 gigabytes of SSD storage, okay? Comes with Intel graphics, okay, Windows 11 Pro, and it comes with Cloud Gray, which allows you to store some of your stuff on the unit. Again, I'll leave you the link in the description where you can find this. Please use the link. Now, the last one on my list of the 3 best laptops for the budget money that at the time of this video is the Acer Spire 5. Again, it's a 15.6 inch laptop. It's got it's a touch screen. It's an Intel i5 134020. Okay, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of hard drive space, SSD, and Windows 11 Home. These 3 machines basically will meet your need. If you're basically buying your first laptop or buying a replacement laptop to upgrade, these 3 machines, because of not only the specs, but also I know these 3 companies usually stand by their warranty without giving you a problem. There are several manufacturers that make laptops that I wouldn't give you the time of day for them. Let's continue. Now it's time for Grandpa's final thoughts. I hope this information has been helpful for you. I know how frustrating it can be. And I'll tell you what, we want to go out and buy the cheapest, inexpensive laptop. And as I've shown you, it will be nothing but frustration and a problem for you for the rest of the time you own that machine. Get yourself a decent machine. Follow Grandpa's specs. Minimum Intel i3 or equivalent, and then 8 gigabytes a minimum. 16 if you're going to do graphics or gaming. 512 gigabytes of SSD storage. And, of course, Windows 11 is the current operating system. I'm leaving you the links for all 3 of these laptops. Please, when you're searching for them, use those links. It helps my channel statistics when you do that. Don't forget again to use the like, share, and subscribe button and comment. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know which laptop you bought. Okay, and if you have any recommendations to particular laptops within those 3 brands. And until next time, Grandpa loves you, wants to hear from you. I'll talk to you in the comments.